Hello, welcome. We're going to talk about some shaving soaps today.
That was a little clue to what we're going to look at today from Stirling Soap Company.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we're the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, we're so glad you're here.
Thanks
Come
for
on
coming.
in. So the jury is in on Stirling bar soaps.
soap,
And today
yes.
is a Stirling episode, so we're going to talk about this. We started with Sharp Dressed Man, and it was a spectacular bar soap. And it really had the exact same characteristics of the smell that the shaving soap did, even though the cologne was a little bit different.
Right.
So this soap and the shaving soap, we feel, sort of share the similar qualities and characteristics. And Sarah, as a little surprise, picked up Barbershop for me. And we looked at the ingredients. This is a lovely tallow soap.
Right, it is tallow,
from
yes.
Stirling. And we still have our Sharp Dressed Man bar. It still has a bunch of showers
check
left
when
on
the
it.
episode aired because
It's been
lasting
a while. So like over a month. So, and guys, for $5, I know we don't talk about price often, but with Stirling, I'm gonna, because this is where value meets quality. And these are $5, and they're in almost every fragrance that they offer. So, super exciting. I love these.
No, we'll definitely keep those in our shower for sure.
Yeah, so you picked out today's soap. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what led you to that?
You know, I think it started because I saw Duke when I was, looking around.
She went on a Stirling bender the other night, y'all, and I was totally supportive.
It's true. But then I looked and they have a tab for some of the women's kind of themed ones. Yeah. And I saw Duchess in there. Right. So how could we not do one without the other? Yeah. A little his and hers kind of thing. Whether it was meant to be that, I don't know. But that's what we did.
Let's meet the soap. All right, so it was actually Duchess that led us to this one, because we're going to start dropping 2 episodes on Wednesdays now. We just had too many clamoring up the shelves. We got to get rid of some of this inventory. So we decided to drop this one together as Duke and Duchess. So Duchess kind of brought us in because it was one of their first female scents, but a lot of the brethren on YouTube were really enjoying it. So
they loved using it too.
We got to do both. What do you know about this one?
I just know that it's a little more of a spice kind of vibe instead of the other one was a little sweeter.
Gotcha.
But I think this is also an homage to something too.
It is, and I was talking to the Shave Migos this morning, and it's it is an homage to one of their absolute favorite scents. It's a Burberry scent, and let me see if it's Burberry Brit for men that this is based on. So Burberry has like that plaid, that really iconic,
interesting,
beige and brown plaid. So I'm excited for this. Plus, they said it was one of their favorite colognes.
See, and we just stumbled upon it. So
just
there
by
you go.
accident. So we're excited. Let's crack open this Stirling box. The size of this box is in direct correlation to the amount of shame we have, because we really went a little overboard.
Yeah, they're normally shrink-wrapped together all wonderfully, but we had to bust through that.
It's Stirling, though. Come on. There it is. It's a blue ring around it.
It's a super fun color.
Oh, very nice. All of our Stirling so far have a different color ring.
I love that on the shelf, though. Like, just quick glance, in the shave locker.
Yeah. I also like during this Shave Den tours, you can always tell how big a Stirling fan they are, because there's a big green
The green is a little obvious.
Shaving.
Yeah, they can't ever change that.
Oh, I'm excited. Let's see.
Ready?
This is their iconic 5.8 ounce tub. It is available in different sizes, but I kind of want to go first for this one.
You really have to.
All right, let's have a first impression. I don't know a whole lot about Burberry, except that I know I've smelled it a couple of times, and it's super nice and like luxurious and sort of softer. Yeah. So, I'm excited. All right.
Okay.
Well, we all kind of know what the pour is going to look like, because it's a Stirling. So, okay, here we go. Ready?
Let's see.
Ooh. Oh.
Well, now I just want to smell myself.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to say that.
Okay, I know. I like when we don't give too many hints.
Just let it wow.
I wasn't expecting it to be like as close friends with Duchess, but it actually really.
And you know what? I actually got it telling me I'm a cousin of Sharp Dressed Man.
Oh, I could see that.
Like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Which is cool, because I kind of gave it away at the beginning when we bought the sub. We're big fans of Sharp Dressed Man. So any cousin of Sharp Dressed Man is a friend of mine. Let me take another whiff here. This is the re-whiff.
First impression.
You only get that.
Re-whiff.
Oh, it's a little muskier.
Yeah, but then there's like a bright kind of top thing to it.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Is it citrus? Do you think? What's giving you the top?
I think so, because I think that's what's making me think slightly of Duchess.
Yeah,
because there is that top part to that too.
Right.
Not that they're obviously the same, but I can see
they're
why
patterned after two
they're
different
named
colognes,
similarly.
Yeah, maybe why they put them together. Right?
I don't know if it's a floral thing. There's something sweeter.
Yeah. So with Sharp Dressed Man, I know it's not in the scent notes, but I get a hint of spearmint.
Right, yes.
For me, they come together as a beautiful, like, doublemint gum kind of start off on the adventure. I love that this accomplishes that same place in me of like, oh, I love this, but it does it without the spearmint.
Okay, it's not as spicy as I was expecting. I don't really get much spice at all.
What is that top note? Because we haven't cheated. We haven't looked at the scent notes yet.
I don't know.
It's soft and beautiful. It's welcoming. It's not like a leather.
No.
What do you get?
And I don't think it's like a pine or something.
I wonder if a leather might give you away. Let's see. Look at I love scooping out Stirling soap. This is going into my Barbershop Duet colored Vanillé bowl from Monica.
The blues are actually pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
Totally on purpose, everyone.
Yeah, this is a honeycomb resin bowl from Vanillé, if you are interested in checking that out. Oh, thank you, my love.
You're welcome.
Okay, this is
starting
to come alive here.
Give this a whiff and then give that a whiff.
Starting to come alive. It's alive.
I don't know what
alive! A little musky for me.
And it's a little, I don't want to say on the lighter side, but it's not like crazy in your face, if that makes sense.
Just like a nice...
Just a subtle little...
Yeah, what's the sweet? Are we talking citrus? Are we talking flowers? What do you get?
Yeah, it might be a fruit again.
Yeah,
like
I think
Duchess,
it's a citrus,
we got lost.
like a softer citrus. Right?
Yeah, something softer. It's not like orange lime, something like that.
No. Get that out of your head. Okay,
no,
hold
it's
on.
not.
Let's see. I'm kind of starting with this, y'all, from a cologne point of view. This is just a nice, lovely cologne. Mm-hmm. And for me, colognes are kind of hard to find scent notes in them unless it's like leather. Right. You know?
Yeah.
It just is a beautiful balance. It more creates an adjective soap. So like sharp dressed. Yeah. Executive. Yeah. Duke. Yeah. Is more descriptive of this than any of the scent notes would be.
It's funny though. I don't picture that you have to be like wearing a suit to be in
this
at
this
all.
is just a fun.
It's. Yeah.
I said this on a previous episode, but I am on a hunt to find a great shaving soap and splash that when I wear it, she doesn't know I'm wearing anything. It just smells clean.
Right.
It just smells like you've been in the shower, you've been soaping up, maybe your hair stuff's nice, maybe your laundry soap is nice.
Right.
It's just that. It's a hit of just a super clean,
like
soft, beautiful
close,
smell. It is. That was my point. If I forgot to say that. This is probably number one on that list so far.
Yeah.
As much as I love Sharp Dressed Man, that has a little bit more character to it. You can feel the Cary Grant in it.
It's just funny how just reading that it was a Burberry thing, in my mind I had something set.
Yeah, me too.
You know, not bad,
too.
but I was like, oh, it's probably something like this.
Right.
And it's not at all what I was expecting.
Right. Maybe we have a couple of feelers out to the wet shave community to start talking to us in between seasons about a few concepts. And I think one fun one might be, do we smell aqua de boracay because we see the label? Because we know water of boracay, because the power of suggestion.
We're like put in there, yeah.
And is that a bad thing?
Right.
So what I like about this is this just says, hey, I'm a cologne. What do you think? Mm-hmm. It's not like, hey, I'm a big top, or hey, I'm an icy forest or anything. It just says, hey, I'm a cologne. Do you like me?
Just simple, plain,
And I like you.
Yeah. Do we try to see what the scent notes are? Because we clearly cannot figure it out.
All right, I'm ready. Right, let's see. Why don't you read these?
Okay, so under scent description, we have a masculine, spicy, and subtly floral blend.
Floral, it's floral. I thought it might be citrus, but...
Right, but again, it could be like,
floral.
in another one it was floral, but it was like an orange blossom. Yeah, so it's a different one.
It's just enough to sweeten it. It's just enough to give it that beautiful, sweet, soft edge.
It's disguised.
Not to like be its own personality. It's not doing a
So this is the second, subtly floral blend.
Yeah.
See, they didn't mean flowers. They meant a subtly floral
blend of.
Scent
okay, wait, put a pin in this. Here we go.
Ginger, cardamom, cedar wood. I thought there was a little wood in there. Nutmeg. See, that sweetens it a little too. Rose, amber, and tonka.
So I feel it kind of going down
from like
top
darker
notes
to light,
medium to base notes as we go here. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so at the top, I'm thinking it's got a little ginger, cardamom, cedarwood, nutmeg, and rose in there.
But I don't. That's not the prominent to me. I don't
know. No, I'm not getting anything like I don't know of those amber, sticking out.
Amber necessarily smells like, but I do get that.
Right. And I don't think like the ginger they added to this is the same ginger that's in my Chinese chicken.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think
like these, the real ginger.
Right. These notes are also have their own beautiful personalities and things.
Duke is a beautiful mixture of tradition and modern. I would get that.
Yeah, 100%. Because, we did a soap the other day that was based on aftershaves from the 50s. And I can tell how this has some of that in there.
Yeah, a little.
But also a modern twist on it. Maybe that's the Burberry.
I don't know, yeah. It's really fresh and clean. And there must be something on the list that is similar to Duchess, like just one thing you could kind of pair. Yeah. But it doesn't feel like they have to go together.
This lather goes with Duchess. The soap was a little more sharp dressed for me. Mm-hmm. This goes with Duchess.
And there's one of the fruits or one of the florals, something in there overlaps. And maybe that's just enough to make them be friends.
And what I love about the artisans, y'all, is that when you do smell 3 or 4 Stirling soaps, especially if they're based on colognes, you can tell that they're cousins somehow.
Right,
I'm not sure what it is. Maybe you're getting a note or two from the soap base itself, something like that. But I love that if I have 2 McDuff soaps like we just did,
what they are.
I can tell they're related even though they don't smell the same.
It's like their signature scent or something.
Something, right? Or maybe even just something in the way they talk or something in the way they blend their thing. There's just a little bit of a scent signature. And I love that this carries the Stirling scent signature, right? And I notice it more in Duke, Duchess, and Sharp Dressed than I do in Barbershop.
Right.
Barbershop is kind of more its own thing, I think. But I feel how these 3 cologne homages are very different, but there's just a hint of DNA in all 3 that they're the same, and I love that. And I think this one gets close enough to my desire to just have a scent that just smells clean and unidentifiable.
I really wish we had the aftershave splash to smell with it because
we will.
Yeah, just because I'm more pure. I'm curious if they're very close or if that's where there's a little subtle of a difference.
Sure.
I don't know.
So questions. 2 questions. Does this work for the ladies? And then does this work for the ladies? If you know what I mean. So does this work for the ladies?
Yes, I would agree.
Would you wear it?
Yeah, I would wear it. And I don't know if it's funny because we've talked to guys that are like, I love Duchess. I use it all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe they're just interchangeable, but they're in the same theme. Maybe I don't think one makes it completely feminine or masculine. If you were hoping that would come off,
right?
I don't think one has to be a his and hers,
right? And this also has that beautiful, beautiful tallow soap smell that Allegheny had for me.
Yeah.
Right? Those 2 as well are little cousins, but I like how this one's. I see this as bluer in my imagination. I see more of a powder blue.
Maybe.
I don't see the Burberry pattern, but I in kind of my brain discovering how this is different. I kind of see a blue. Okay, so question 2: does this work for the ladies? Is this more of just a beautiful, clean, masculine smell, or does this have more of like a sexy vibe to it?
I think it's more clean, but I get a hint of that.
Okay.
So it's not as much, I need to be dressed up in a suit out on a date, but it is appetizing to the palate, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah. And you know what? This is maybe the first soap where none of those scent notes are really jumping out at me.
I would agree.
What are you getting?
No, I would agree.
Like, I can't tell you there's ginger in here for sure, or cardamom in here for sure.
It's something that I was getting off of Duchess that I still couldn't figure out. After reading the list, I'm like, that's something different. I can't figure out what it is.
And there's something in Barbershop for me that my German friends say tastes like a bakery, smells like a bakery. But there's some mystery in the Barbershop one for me too. It
may just be how these dance together, which is cool. Yeah. But there's something I still can't figure out, which is intriguing. Like, you keep wanting to smell it, and it's something in this as well.
Yeah, I kind of get, now I know one of the scent notes in Duchess is pear.
Right.
But I almost get a pear smell here, and I'm not sure exactly what's doing it.
But I think that's what we were trying to say was pear, but I don't think it actually was.
Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it's like the nutmeg, and Tonka, they both had Tonka in it.
So I don't know, that may be the commonality since we're still newbies. We don't know all the fragrances.
Yes.
But there's something like that.
And since Duke and Duchess are premiering the same day in real life for the Barbershop Duet, what does this have that Duchess doesn't for you? Does this actually read, here's the big question, does this read more masculine than Duchess? In fact, here's Duchess, so we can actually look at it. And here is $1 million in cash. Gosh, I used it on Duchess. It's all right. Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's make them be friends.
Oh, yes. Because, they're
You're gonna
airing
get this
same
on the Barbershop Duet. Perfect friends.
Yay!
Okay. What do you got?
Here, you get that one.
Okay, let's do the double whiff. The patented Sid Caesar Imaging Coca double whiff. Oh, now I totally see how they're different.
This is warmer and spicier.
Yes, 100%.
That one's, I don't want to say floral, but there's
Yes.
maybe that's more the pear.
This is more girly, 100%.
Now that they're next to each other.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm glad we compared.
Me too. 100%.
I wasn't going to be like, no. Oh,
So
but,
they are cousins for sure, but
Right.
this one goes more like musky a little bit,
A little.
spicier, 100%, a little more on the darker side.
Maybe it's
this
the
is more on the
cardamom.
lighter side.
But like a fruit can be kind of like, it
Yes.
makes your mouth pucker or
Yes,
something.
no,
It's more
like
of
like
that.
the fruit candy where the sour is why you buy it. You're a
Right.
giant fan of Sour Patch Kids, so
I
it
was,
doesn't
yes.
doesn't make me wonder why you like that. This is not as sweet by
Right.
like a third. This is like a third less sweet than
Interesting.
Duchess. Try it again.
Chug it. Oh, yeah. It makes this so much less now. That's
yes,
funny.
this is more perfumey. And now that we've got both, let's take a deep dive. Okay, so ready? Close your eyes.
Oh, boy.
Close your eyes. Get ready?
Okay.
Duke or Duchess? You're just going head first, and don't eat it.
I'm thinking Duke.
Yeah, she got it right. It's Duke.
Okay.
Okay, now the other one. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not as sweet. This is a tiny bit, I guess, like right opposite that. This has more of a creaminess to it, but not a
cream's a
sweetness.
good word. Yeah,
right? I'm not sure
yeah.
how.
But it's also, it's funny. I thought this it was lighter,
Yeah,
but now putting them next to each other, they're like scent
right.
intensity wise.
Okay.
I thought it was lighter, but I think it's just what's in the smell.
Right.
or
Now,
scent.
you're about to see something you've never seen on the Barbershop Duet. You ready? You're going to get the dual whiff. Okay, see if these go together if we wear them together.
They really do. You try.
Okay, ready?
One per nostril.
Oh!
They
Now,
really do.
I know that we kind of have certain judgments about people who mix their soaps and stuff.
Right, but
But this is mixable and beautiful.
yeah, they really dance well together. Like, I feel like we need a plan where we both wear the same.
Right. It's kind of amazing because when I smell this alone, it smells a lot like this. But when I smell them B,
Side by side.
not
yeah.
at all.
It's
That's
funny. That
really
was just
funny.
what we had that's closest to this smell.
Right.
So they're in the same family,
Yeah.
but in my mind, they seem closer.
Right, yes. Let's have a grown-up conversation. The same way that I train my singing students how to hold a melody in their memory that they can,
Right.
you can also hold a scent in your memory. And it's not as easy, but you almost have to think of something that you know super well, like pine sol. You can remember that smell. I'm noticing that once we've had a soap in our locker for about
Right.
2 or 3 weeks,
And whiffed it a few
I've
times.
whiffed it every time I pass it,
Right.
I can now hold it in my memory. So we haven't had Duchess long enough
It's
for me to
interesting.
have it in my
But
memory. yet.
our minds knew that they were close, and I don't
Yes,
think it's just
yes.
because of the name. That wasn't,
No.
I
I
do
was
think we
expecting
would've
something
pulled that
very
out.
different out of Duke, but I like that it shares so much DNA with Duchess.
Yeah,
Does that
I
make
wonder
sense?
if that's intentional. Like, we'd have to ask them because
Yes.
I mean, they're clearly by marketing purposes. It seems close, but
I like how they have the best gender qualities of each other, like Divine and Hairspray. Yeah,
now smell the lather again.
kind of want to add some Duchess to the lather.
I know, right?
Oh, yeah, this is boy. Now that I've smelled Duchess, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the guy one. This is great.
But it also doesn't have to be, oddly.
No.
I get that for sure. But if there was no such thing as Duchess and I just smelled Duke,
Right.
I would totally be like, oh yeah, I could totally rock that.
Right. Wow.
Isn't that funny?
And you know what? You do not have to be some kind of aristocracy or some kind of Duke and Duchess if you want to get your own. Head over to stirlingsoap.com where you can find this and a wide range of other products. Duke. I've had my shave. This is a fantastic shave, you all, though the scent is just light and friendly, and present and clean at the same time. It's the Stirling base. I mean, what do you want? It is a fantastic leather. It's fun to lather, and you can get it in 1 or 2 or 3 coats, however you want to put it on your face with your brush. But a lovely, bright, late summer scent. And on my quest to find a scent that just leaves me feeling clean and well taken care of, this is definitely one of the scents I'm going to reach for. Rod and Mandy, hey, thanks for a really fun Stirling Wednesday. Welcome to Messages. So as you can see, we're celebrating fall here at the Barbershop Duet. We had our first Welcome to Autumn episode a couple weeks back.
It is time.
So Stirling has re-released their 3 favorite fall scents. They have hot apple cider, they have pumpkin spice, and they have autumn glory available. Yes. All 3 with splashes, all 3 with a full line of soaps to go along with them. So head over to Stirling Soap Company, show Rod and Mandy some love, and pick up some of those for the fall season. I want to go to a wet shaving meetup where I wear Duke and you wear Duchess.
Right?
Because you know there is a soap geek out there big enough to go,
notice.
Hey, are you wearing Duke?
Right?
And you wearing Duchess?
That's cute.
I even love asking our new friends, like, what are you going to shave with when you get married next month? And,
right? Like there's got to be one you pick that means something.
Because I'm always surprised and I'm always delighted.
Well, and it's just, I mean, we bought this intentionally hoping they would go together. Not that they had to.
Right.
But it is kind of fun to see how well they go together.
Right. It might have been Duke and Duchess recently separated. Maybe they didn't get along. So we're really glad that these 2 get along too. And you know what? I'd even wear Duchess out. You could wear Duke. I know.
That's what I mean. I feel like we need to get the splashes so we can see if there's anything that's a little different. Right. But I feel like it'd be fun for us to both sport those. Like,
yeah. And Stirling's just so fun for me because they give you so much. If I need to practice a lather, I grab a little extra Stirling.
This is a good, it'll last us a while. I'm excited to have this.
Well, the soaps are just as fun. Hey, Rod, Mandy, thank you for being the place where value meets quality. We're so glad to be a part of the Stirling family. And don't forget your appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You will definitely smell better watching this.